energy in the object, which is myself, there is a normal force, and it goes upwards.
There is also the gravitational force that is going downwards towards the Earth. There is also a frictional force between the sled and the surface since they are touching each other. The sled is attached with the rope, and if the rope is pulled, the sled will also get pulled, and there is a tension force there.
Newton's first law states that every object will remain at rest or in a uniform motion in a straight line unless there is a change by an external force. This is also called as the law of inertia. So since there is no outside force acted upon the jet ski and me and my cousin, we stay at rest or inertia. Newton's second law states that when a constant force acts on a massive body, it causes it to accelerate. The formula is also known as the force equals mass times acceleration. So since there is no constant force that is acting on the jet ski doesn't accelerate or move. Newton's third law states that for every action in nature there is an equal and opposite reaction. This law is also known as the action equals reaction law. Since there is no action or force acted upon the jet ski doesn't have an opposing reaction. So in this picture, there are 2 points, which is point A and point B. Point A is where I'm still at the top, and point B is where I'm already on the bottom. Potential energy is the energy that is stored or conserved in an object or a substance. This can be calculated using the formula potential energy equals mass times gravitational acceleration times the height. In this case, for point A, the height is approximately 2 meters and my weight is approximately 36 kilograms. So we can calculate that the potential energy for point A is 36 kilograms times 10 meter per second square times 2 meters, which is equal to 720 joules. So for point B, since I am already at the bottom of the hill, the height is 0 meters, and so we can calculate that the potential energy is 36 kilograms times 10 meter per second square times 0, which equals to 0 joules. Kinetic energy is the energy of an object that is possessed due to its motion. The formula that can be used to calculate the kinetic energy is 1 out of 2 times the mass times velocity to the power of 2. So for point A, since that I am still on top of the hill and I am not moving yet, the kinetic energy is 0 joules because there is no velocity. Mechanical energy is the sum of potential energy and kinetic energy. Mechanical energy can be counted by adding potential energy and kinetic energy together. As I am falling, there is a conservative force, and because of this, the initial and final mechanical energy will be same. So to find the mechanical energy, we can add up the initial, potential, and kinetic energy, which is 720 joules plus 0 joules, which equals to 720 joules. So since we have already found the mechanical energy, we can now find the kinetic energy for point B. We can find it by subtracting the mechanical energy with the potential energy of point B, which is 720 joules minus 0 joules, and that means that the kinetic energy of point B is 720 joules. So this table consists of all the calculations for point A and point B. We can see that for point A, there is a potential energy of 720 joules, and that is because I'm still on top of the hill and there is a height of 2 meters. And point B is the opposite, where I'm already at the bottom and there's no height, which makes the potential energy 0 joules. In point A, we can see that there is no kinetic energy because there is no velocity since I am still at rest. Meanwhile, in point B, we can see that there is a kinetic energy of 720 joules because there is already a velocity. We can find the velocity of point B by using the kinetic energy formula and plugging in the kinetic energy, which is 720 joules. We can find the velocity by first multiplying 1 out of 2 with 36, and then we can divide 720 with the result, which is 18. And the result of the division is 40, and that is the velocity squared. And finally, to find the velocity, we can find the root of 40, which is approximately 6.32 meters per second. Finally, as I stated before, the mechanical energy of point A and B is the same because there is a conservational force. So to conclude, the relation between the big question and this project is, as visionary leaders, we must adapt in a world full of force and energy because it can be found all around us in daily life. And to answer the focus question, humans can analyze transformation based on physics concepts and law in daily life by observing and calculating the concepts such as energy and force, and by that we can know the transformations.